Wednesday, do you know where your two favorite radio DJs are?
I know where I am.
Well, you know where you are. So, yeah, it's New York Bloody Tony. I'm coming to you live from Southwest Florida. And we have the lovely Marty Dangerously. What is that?
What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm losing my...
What are you, like, refined today?
I don't know. I'm losing my identity.
So you turned English?
I don't know. It's something. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Smashing, baby. How was your weekend, Marty Dangerously?
It was alright.
That's good. Yeah, that's
I
good.
survived. I'm still here.
It's Wednesday, so of course we're still alive here. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Of course.
Big thing this week, before we get into our show, It snowed in Florida. To all you assholes who kept complaining. Thank you. It snowed in Florida. I don't want to hear anybody's BS anymore about Florida anymore. I don't want to hear it no more. Just thank you. Yes, thank you. Yeah, all you can go to hell. Whatever. All you can go to hell now. So now, for all the people who are true fans and don't
I can't go to hell because apparently it falls over.
Alright. So now we're, yeah.
Every chance I get, I fucking hate Florida.
Whatever. Hater.
Really,
I promise you, if after we make it big, I hope it's in Florida, because then you'll have to love it. Just saying.
I don't have to do a damn thing.
Yeah, we'll see about that. So anyway.
I don't have to do a damn thing.
So anyway. What are we talking about tonight, Marty Dangerously?
I don't know, I kind of lost myself in this conversation a little bit.
Well, yeah.
Maybe that's the reason why.
Well, so you lost yourself.
It's a love-hate relationship, I would imagine.
Yeah, totally, but, sometimes I love you, sometimes I hate your ass. It's okay. I'm just saying.
There's always a fine line.
Yeah. Between love and hate. Thank you very much.
Yes, this is true. Well, this one, I guess, actually, it goes into... It plays onto our relationship on the show.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah, a bit. I guess you can make the correlation there.
Oh my God! Sometimes I don't understand online stuff. The whole coordination thing. I didn't want to interrupt you or anything, but for some reason, my online thing just decided to go to Clear Blue Easy. Like, what the hell is going on here? Yeah.
Your computer's pregnant? What?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Okay, now it's working. My computer's gonna get slapped like a bitch in a minute, by the way. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, okay, moving on. The two computers are running and working now. Thank you very much. So now, let us hear your intervention in relationship identity, Marty Dangerously.
It's not necessarily an intervention, necessarily.
Okay. I think some people
It's really more of an observation, something to keep in mind.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's treat it like that. That's fine.
Yeah. And it's sad. Basically what we're talking about is your personal identity.
Mm-hmm.
The person who you are at your core from the time that you're born, as a teenager, and then you develop, and hopefully you're a good-ass adult, or at least good enough adult to maintain a relationship, all normal stuff, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And unfortunately, people lose themselves in the process.
Yeah,
don't do that.
No. Why would you do that? I definitely have to agree. Why?
I did a little bit of research, as I always do, constantly reading.
Yes.
And, it's unfortunate that most of the articles that I have read is mostly geared towards women not losing themselves. Which, obviously, as a woman, it resonates with me because I have been guilty of losing myself, in relationships. And it's not just with a man, it's also with family, with friends, with work, with my career and things like that. And it's And it's really debilitating, actually.
I definitely agree.
I think that for the most part, most people, when they fall in love, I don't know if we're necessarily falling in love with the person that we're with, or are we falling in love with the idea of love and falling in love in it?
Ooh, that's deep.
Are we falling in love with the feelings?
That's deep.
You know? Is it the hormones that are just overtaking your brain?
Wow.
All things considered, it's all pretty much true. And I do think that this is something that's extremely important to talk about. Just don't do that. I think the biggest part about this is when I think it was the one that I want to say like either the first show or the other show where we were talking about self-worth. We were talking about like what it is that we bring to the table in our relationship as it pertains to the other person. But this is slightly different as far as your identity is concerned, as who you are as a person, period. And what are the borderline? Where does it draw the line? Where is that border that stops you from saying, you know what, I cannot possibly give any more of myself to this relationship unless I'm getting something back?
Yeah, it truly is a give and take. A lot of people keep forgetting that.
And I think a lot of people take too much.
Oh, yeah.
And don't really have much
to give.
Oh, yeah. In return.
Oh, yeah. Preach.
And that's really sad.
There's going to be a sermon in tonight.
It's sad only for the simple fact that people are trying to make me laugh. It's not funny.
Oh, no. I'm being real with you. We're going to have to do a sermon in here. And you said it's not an intervention.
Can I hear the organ?
There's going to be an internet intervention right now. I'm just saying.
There really wasn't much as far as like in the way of articles that would teach you on how not to do this. This is really more something that was going on a feeling. At least that's how I perceived it to be. But there was a very interesting article where a woman had done this. She was like a serial giver.
Ooh, those exist still? I'm just saying.
Yeah. They're not in a sexual way. That's Friday.
Yeah, I know.
We're not talking about giving.
No, I'm keeping it real.
Like that.
I'm keeping it real right now. I'm behaving.
Okay. I'm just
saying. I get it. Continue on.
Like giving too much of themselves and then losing themselves in the process. And I think that's something that's really important to talk about here. Would definitely be to identify yourself as a person before you give any part of yourself to another person.
Agreed.
So I'll restate that you need to be 100% of a person first and foremost before you can be in a relationship. And have your goal, meaning like you have your goals set of what it is that you want to be versus the person who you want to be in a relationship. But also, too, what is it that what you're willing to sacrifice and what you're not willing to sacrifice. And I think that a lot of people don't know that. And then they just get into this and get into relationships because they think that this is what they're supposed to do and what they're supposed to have. And this is what they're supposed to be. And that's not always true.
Alright.
So the most that I really got out of this was very interesting, thought-provoking quotes here. The first one that hit me the hardest, I think, is if love means that one person absorbs the other, then no real relationship exists anymore.
Wow.
Love evaporates, and there's nothing left to love, and the integrity of self is gone. And I think that, like, what that resonates with me, and I'm a serial giver. I've just recently had been diagnosed with being a rational person. I rationalize things.
A lot of people do.
A ton of people do. When I did my soul searching on what exactly does that mean, or what that person meant by that, and then I applied that to my previous relationships, to my current one, to my friends, to what my friends have done. We're all guilty of it, each and every one of us.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't know what the hell to do. Because some of us have never been in a real good working relationship that actually works. Everybody that I have a relationship with, like I said, whether it's family or friends or, you know, significant others, there was always something that was lacking. And what was lacking was their self-love, and they're not 100% confident in their self-worth, and they're not really sure the type of person that they're supposed to be.
Right.
So, if you don't know, how the hell am I supposed to know?
Exactly.
And you know what? And it's vice versa, though. If I don't know, how the hell are you supposed to know? There you have like two completely confused motherfuckers trying to make something work that's just not working.
Yeah.
And then what? And then it disintegrates. The relationship, there's plenty of love, but love is not going to pay the bills, and love is not going to hold it all together when two people aren't sure what it is that they're working for.
True.
And then here you have the tug of war, you know, as to, alright, well, you're responsible for this and I'm responsible for that, but I'm not responsible for cleaning this and I'm not responsible for cleaning that and I'm not responsible for paying for this, but, you know, I'm responsible for paying for that. And, you know, if you're having a bad day, am I the one that's responsible for making you feel better, or are you responsible for making you feel better? And you have all of this roundy stuff, and if you can't figure it out, and you don't even have yourself figured out, how are you going to figure it out for someone else? Too many girls rush into relationships because of the fear of being single, and then they start making compromises, and then losing their identity along the way, and then they wonder why they're miserable. But I found that a lot of men do this too.
I was gonna say, that's
a
vice
lot
versa.
of men do this too. I think I dated them all. To be blunt about it.
You went there. You went there.
I did.
Jeez. Oh boy.
There was another quote that I had seen, and unfortunately, I did not catch the gentleman who said this, but kudos to you. All relationships should have one law. Never make the one you love feel alone, especially if you're there.
Ooh. You going in tonight, huh?
Yeah. Why not? That's the whole purpose of the show, right?
Yeah. A lot of people might not like what you're saying right now.
Probably. Alright. I'm entitled to my opinion, right?
Exactly right.
I mean, that's what life is all about. That's the whole purpose of our show.
That's right.
Enlightenment.
Yep, and who am I supposed to be?
You gotta learn how to grow.
And who am I supposed to be?
Exactly. Who are we? What is our purpose? You know, Pablo Picasso said, and I love my